Tonight, FG launches $500 million Spain project to boost irrigation, hydropower, food security. Anambra Lagos lead in UTME malpractices, plus ASU slams Nigeria's institutional weaknesses, corruption in governance. Good evening. Do you love and care about River State and our peace? If yes, let's be and take her to greater heights. For this is a task you and I must accomplish. Many thanks for watching Rstv News. My name is Helen Eric Geminiwa. Chairperson, Nigeria Association of Women Journalists, River State Chapter Comrade Susan Serekara Wikana has been honored with an award of advocacy champion for accelerating the implementation of maternal newborn nutrition health innovations from the Medical Women's Association of Nigeria in Port Harcourt. God's Power annually report that many others were also honored for their contributions to the healthcare sector. They report.
Inaugurating the Advocacy Champions, National President of the Medical Women's Association of Nigeria, Professor Rosemary Ogu, said that the initiative aims to mobilize support from various stakeholders in raising awareness at several fora on the importance of ending the incessant deaths of mothers and children during birth. She charged the Advocacy Champions to use their 4-year tenure to assist in various ways, using the media, community tank criers, and other means of communication to accelerate the dissemination of information as well as the performance of medical personnel using available drugs and facilities as they solicit for government's funding of healthcare facilities. President, Medical Women's Association of Nigeria, Rivers State, Dr. Cecilia Nwebubasa, said that the trend is moving across the country, preaching the need to save lives.
Is to say, please, you have been carefully selected and known because of your influence, because people listen to you. So we are asking you to please rise up at this time and ensure that no woman dies while giving birth. Help the communities, reach out to the communities, the people in the communities. They should use the health facilities. Help us to check the health facilities. Do they have all that they need to work? Help us to check the health facilities, the healthcare provider. Do they have all that they need? And then help us to whisper to government, to talk to government, to reach out to them. Budgetary allocations, budgetary needs must be made, and allocations must be released.
Because we want this advocacy, we want this awareness, we want anything that will reduce the maternal newborn death in our society to be curbed. So that is why we're involving everybody. All hands are on deck as we speak now, because we have already inaugurated the champions that will go into the society and talk on our behalf.
Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Health, Rivers State, Dr. Comfort Igwe, and the Acting Executive Secretary of the Rivers State Contributory Health Protection Program, Dr. Veti Agala, enjoined the families to embrace the scheme and commended the Medical Association for the initiative to save lives.
This initiative aligned with our state commitment to improving health outcome and the advocacy, praying that God should continue to strengthen the organization.
So we are calling on Rivers people to say, as part of this innovation, to ensure that we advocate for more people to know about health insurance, for more women to get registered into the program, for women to not just do antenatal but actually go to the facility and deliver, and their children being taken care of. And that's why I'm very excited that M1 is championing this project in Rivers State as one of the 16 states that are carrying out this project.
expressing fulfillment over the honor done her by recognizing her individual and award efforts in advocacy campaigns on the rise of the girl child, lives of children during antenatal and prenatal cares, among others. She advised people to assist expectant mothers who are in difficult situations and added that the award will spur her to do more, and dedicated the award certificate to God, family, and Nawoj River State.
For the next 4 years, as we are inaugurated today, I want to thank M1 for thinking journalists in the state, because with your support and with the media support, we will be able to do this.
God's Power Anele, Rstv News.
Sole Administrator of Eleme Local Government Council, Dr. Gloria Obodibia, has called on those living and doing businesses in the area to imbibe hygienic culture in order to engender healthy living in a serene environment. She made the call while leading principal officers of the council to a dump site at One, where the council is evacuating the refuse. God's Power Anele again, what's there?
Dr. Obodibia explained scientifically that the odor from the waste dump are very hazardous to humans as it affects the atmosphere, underground water, and the environment negatively. She noted that there is need for sensitization against the indiscriminate dumping of refuse within the environment that will last days and years, but suggested that many dump sites could be created for people that will be evacuated before morning to avoid pungent smells and infections. The Eleme Sole Administrator revealed that the vision of the State Sole Administrator, Vice Admiral Ebok Ete Ebas retired, centered on sanitation, peace advocacy, and security, which she is carrying out the policy to the grassroots for healthy living. She, however, noted that waste can be raw materials for other meaningful products through a recycle mechanism, and advised the people to also plant trees to beautify the area and to enjoy free flow of gaseous exchange between man and plants.
It's been here for quite a while, and this is very hazardous. It has health implications. People called and we listened, and we're here. And you can see the trucks are out there, the tractors, the payloaders, and all of that, and the job is being done already. Not just pushed down somewhere, but completely moved from here. But I think the awareness needs to be raised so that people know that everything is not trash. Wealth can actually be created out of here. The vision for this administration when it concerns sanitation and cleanliness is a green element. Everywhere is kept clean so that the environment can thrive.
Dr. Obodibia assured her people of a purposeful and exemplary leadership style by setting up a template for a better element within her administration. She disclosed that her administration intervenes quickly on the basic needs of the people, adding that she acted urgently when she received information about the negative influence of the One dump site in order to improve their lives and businesses. Dr. Obodibia also noted that her administration is determined to partner organizations with core values to meet the yearnings and aspirations of the people, while calling on the multinational companies operating in the area to assist, as government cannot do it all.
I think there is, and we're also working out different ways and means and other places where we can have smaller dump sites so that we don't have one massive dump site like this. A whole lot of companies here, we might have to seek their help to get involved, some kind of partnership for the green element that we're talking about. If it is training, if it is, different things they can do, if it is even helping part of the financing, because, the local government cannot do it all. And leaving a template, which I believe that the next person coming when I leave office will be able to follow to know the things to do. But we're working on the kind of template that we know will work.
Community leaders, including Chief Blessing Okazi and traders, expressed their observations.
Even in the morning when I was going to Port Harcourt at Alode, I met them doing the same job. Madam, I want to appreciate you. I want to say big thanks to you and your team.
Before dustbin they reach all this place, mango everywhere, we know they food. And now where they sell food items everywhere. So people know they need buy something we talk.
That God will continue to bless her. We are so happy. Our prayers for her is that she will never lack and the Lord will continue to provide for her.
God's Power Anele, Rstv News.
The federal government has officially inaugurated the Project Steering Committee for the Sustainable Power and Irrigation for Nigeria project, a 500 million initiative aimed at overhauling the country's irrigation and hydropower infrastructure to improve food and water security. At the committee's inaugural meeting held in Abuja, Minister of Water Resources and Sanitation Joseph Solomon Usaif stated that the Spain project is in line with President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's renewed hope agenda. The project will integrate water resources management, expand irrigation development, and boost hydropower generation across 17 eligible states. The minister said 34 states initially expressed interest in the project, but only 17 met the strict eligibility requirements, including enacting water user association laws and providing counterpart funding. The Joint Admission and Matriculation Board has revealed that Anambra and Lagos State have the majority among the 80 suspects being interrogated by the police for their involvement in the 2025 Unified Tertiary Matriculation Examination malpractices. JAMB Registrar Ishak Oloyede, during a press meet briefing at JAMB headquarters in Abuja, said new method of exam fraud were observed during the registration and examination processes. He said the new method include identity and biometric frauds involving combined thumbprints of candidates and impersonators at registration points in connivance with some CBT centers, double registrations, and attempted stop substitution of self by candidates. According to him, Anambra had the highest number with 14 suspects, and Lagos follows with 9 suspects arrested for cases of impersonation, spying, and possession of mobile phones. Now, the Academic Staff Union of Universities has condemned the widespread institutional weaknesses, bureaucratic inefficiencies, and pervasive corruption in Nigeria, which compromise governance at all levels. ASU National President Emmanuel Oshodeke expressed the concern over the lack of inclusiveness, transparency, and accountability in governance during the union's 23rd National Delegates Conference at the University of Benin main campus, Ugbo. Oshodeke highlighted the country's worsening conditions, which he claims it is due to the government's adoption of neoliberal economic policies leading to issues like apathy, cynicism, and mass migration known as Japa among the youth. He stressed that no part of Nigeria is spared from this crisis, urging immediate and effective solutions. Do you love and care about Rivers State and our peace? If yes, let's build and take her to greater heights, for this is a task you and I must accomplish. Still to come, Pope Leo XIV pleads for peace in Ukraine and Gaza. And in sports, Chelsea women complete unbeaten season. Details shortly.
Mr. Chef Mixed Spices Seasoning Cube don't land with all your rich spices where you love inside one cube. Mr. Chef Mixed Spices Seasoning Cube. Spice mix exactly the way you like them. They available for seasoning cube. Try them today. Mr. Chef Mixed Spices Seasoning Cube don't land with all your rich spices where you love inside one cube. Mr. Chef Mixed Spices Seasoning Cube. Spice mix exactly the way you like them. They available for seasoning cube. Try them today.
This is Rstv World News. We bring you world-class news, accurate, first-hand, entertaining, balanced analysis. Rstv, Channel 22 Port Harcourt.
Welcome back. Figures from the Apex Bank's audited financial statement have shown that the Central Bank of Nigeria earned 3.1 billion naira as interest on the federal government's overdraft facility in 2024, down sharply from the 1.6 trillion naira it earned in 2023. The interest income categorized under loans and receivables in the CBN's 2024 financials is tied to the controversial Ways and Means facility, an overdraft provided by the Apex Bank to the federal government to plunge short-term fiscal shortfalls. The year-on-year decline of 99.8% represents a significant shift in fiscal and monetary policy coordination as the CBN has moved to curtail the government's persistent reliance on the overdraft facility. The move, approved by the National Assembly, was aimed at easing the inflationary impact of the advance and strengthening the CBN's balance sheet. Pope Leo XIV has called for a just and lasting peace in Ukraine and an immediate ceasefire in Gaza with the release of hostages and delivery of humanitarian aid in the first Sunday noon blessing as pontiff. It was the first time that Leo had returned to the Logia since he first appeared to the world on Thursday evening following his remarkable election as Pope, the first from the United States. Leo quoted Pope Francis in denouncing the number of conflicts ravaging the globe today, saying it was a third world war in pieces. He called for an immediate ceasefire in Gaza and for humanitarian relief to be provided to the exhausted civilian population and all hostages. At least 7 people have died in devastating overnight floods in Somalia's capital, Mogadishu. Local officials say torrential rain began last night and lasted for about 10 hours, displacing more than 200 families. 9 houses were destroyed and 6 major roads badly damaged across several districts of the city. According to the Grenada Regional Administration, 2 of the victims were women and hundreds more have lost their homes. A UN report published in April says more than 45,000 people have been affected by flash floods in Somalia since mid-April. And in sports, Chelsea women have claimed the first ever 22-game Women's Super League undefeated season in style with a dramatic 1-0 victory against Liverpool. The Blues women secured the title with 60 points, 19 wins, 3 draws, thanks to Agnes Beaver-Jones' strike. Chelsea became the first side to go a 22-game Women's Super League season unbeaten after scoring a stoppage time winner in a 1-0 victory against Liverpool. The 2 teams were unable to break the deadlocks in the first 45 minutes, although each got quite close with the match, leaving Liverpool in the 7th position. Do you love and care about Rivers State and our peace? If yes, let's build and take it to greater height, for this is a task you and I must accomplish. To end the news, our recap of the major stories. Minister of Water Resources and Sanitation Joseph Osef has officially inaugurated the Sustainable Power and Irrigation Project, a $500 million initiative aimed at overhauling the country's irrigation and hydropower infrastructure to improve food and water security. JAMB Registrar Ishak Oloyede has revealed that Anambra and Lagos states are leading in 2025 Unified Tertiary Matriculation Examination malpractices for cases of impersonation, spying, and possession of mobile phones. We had reported that ASU National President Emmanuel Oshodeke has condemned the widespread institutional weaknesses and bureaucratic inefficiencies in Nigeria, urging immediate and effective solutions. And that's the news. Thanks for watching. Good night.